Presenter of Both Faces. You all know Both Faces. You know what they talk about. All those big people that we see in Nigeria and internationally. That's what she talks about. But tonight we are here in Odianosen Okojie and Mercy Johnson Okojie's house, and we are celebrating with them on the birth of their newborn baby and the dedication. And then again, we are very fortunate to have the husband of the presenter of Both Faces. Let's get it going. All right, we start with the man. This is Africa. Could you tell us, please, who is the man, husband of the presenter and producer of Both Faces?
Thanks for having me on your show. My name is Lekki. I'm a filmmaker based in England, London to be precise. And I've got my lovely wife with me. Very privileged to have her as my wife, and that's really,
All right, viewers, like we know, when we are in diaspora, we always look forward to coming to Nigeria. When we see people who can operate in Nigeria and operate in diaspora, we envy them. And that's your girl, the Both Faces presenter. So she's going to be telling us a little about her. How you doing? Tell us a little about you. I'm telling your viewers, because you are not only a producer. I've seen a lot of your films, and you have been amazing. So you are one person that your fans worldwide wants to know about. So tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Trisha Ekegbe, and I'm from Edo State, Ekuma to be precise. I finished from University of Benin, and I'm a producer, I'm an actress, and I'm also a presenter. I also studied in the London Television Academy, and I'm married to Kingsley Kerry, who is right here with me. The best thing that ever happened to me in my life. Getting married to my best friend, getting married to who is the father, is a brother, is a friend, is a lover, is everything to me, and I'm blessed God for that. And Trisha Ekegbe is actually an easygoing person, very simple. But I think my simplicity makes people take me for granted. But I thank God for being simple.
Anyway, we all know that Trisha is a fantastic presenter, fantastic producer, an amazing actress. But what we need to know now from Trisha and her husband is married life. Because that's what a lot of young boys and girls are looking forward to. And if we see young people who are already in it, we need to ask them, how is married life?
Oh my God. Married life is the best thing that can ever happen to any woman. Trust me. I've been married for 3 years now, but it's just like I've been married for days or weeks. It's been the same just for like it's been from day one till now. I'm privileged to have my husband. Marriage, I hear marriage is bitter and sweet. That is if you don't get married to your own. If you don't get married to that man that God has reserved for you. Yeah, I got married to a man that God reserved for me, and it's been very peaceful. It's been the happiest thing that has ever happened to me. So sometimes I'm like, why do people? Because I have loads of friends that are so, scared of getting married, so to speak. But I'm in the marriage, and I can see how blissful it's been. We're very close. We're always together, and we do things together. We work together. We eat together. If there's a problem, I have his shoulders to cry on. It's just, the togetherness is just too much, And I believe it's God's chosen one for me. Maybe that's why.
So is Trisha painting a fantasy picture, or that's the reality?
It's very nice to be around, to be a compliment, and sometimes it's not fantasy, because for people that know us other than the television and pages of the newspapers, we're just real. We're just real, There's certain things, if you're not ready to get married and you find yourself in a marriage, you might be asking yourself, what am I doing here? But when you're ready, and not just you being ready, if it is destined, if it is ordained, if it is from God, and everything seems effortlessly when you do it because it's normal. You don't need energy. You don't need to be happy when you're already happy in a marriage. So everything she's saying is not because of the cameras, it's just a reflection of how she feels being married.
All right, for the young ones, because I speak to a lot of young boys and girls these days, and they say marriage is not worth it because you go in today and you come out tomorrow. I don't think that's the reality. But, you know, just a message to them that it could actually be worth it if some of the things that both of you know are practiced. So what are some of those things that you would tell people about marriage? It is not always glamour. It is reality, hard reality.
For those people out there watching this program and aspiring to venture into marriage, I don't want to go with this idea that it's not a bed of roses. It's not a bed of roses if you don't have a spiritual foundation. If you have a spiritual foundation, what that means is if this is your rib of your rib and the bone of your bone, this is the person that God has designed and has created for you. And both of you have a spiritual foundation, you're Christians. It's a lot easier. The people that say it's difficult are those people that are not spiritually, their spiritual foundation is not strong. So those are the people that say, oh, don't go into marriage, it's so difficult. Yes, as individuals, outside spiritual matters, even your dad and your mom growing up, you disagree with them. But adults, you should be able to resolve your differences. But it's a lot easier if you have the fear of God. So I would say, before you step into a matrimonial life or whatever, just make sure you have the fear of God. It's very important.
You are a role model to a lot of young girls. So what would you tell them about going into marriage and surviving it?
Yeah, I would advise the young ones out there who are planning to get married or who are even scared getting married to just take the bold step, you know. As long as they hold on to God, as long as they pray to God and ask for a partner, life partner, as long as they know that God is inside that decision, God has taken that decision for them, they shouldn't be scared. They should hold on to that bold step and get married. And then another thing I want to say, they should pray to God to give them the right man, you know, a God-chosen man, a man that will love them, a man that will treat them like queens, a man that will be able to take care of them, not just spiritually, financially, but emotionally. It's very important because most of the problems we have out there is emotional stress, you know, from most men, not just African men, all over the world. If you can get somebody that can just, you know, take care of you emotionally, that can be there for you, take up all your stress, give you a shoulder to cry on, you know, when it's needed, then the sky is your limit when it comes to marriage. You don't need to be scared because in the Bible says that go into the world and multiply. How can you multiply when you're not married? You need to be married, because that was how God created heaven and earth, by creating Adam and Eve. You understand? So it's a very important institution, and it's the only institution that God has ordained.
All right, so much for marriage. Let's talk about both faces. We know about both faces. We look forward to watching both faces. Now, how is both faces doing?
Both faces
as a program.
Yeah, thank you so much. Both faces is doing great. Both faces is doing very well. If you've been watching Both Faces on TV, you'll notice that it has stepped on to the next level.
It's evolving.
You know, yes, as we go on, you know, we continue to grow in terms of technicals, in terms of the guests that we, you know, introduce on the show from our sporting scene, entertainment, and the corporate world. And it's been so very exciting because, like I earlier said, I'm blessed with a wonderful husband. Not just a husband, we work together. He's my director, and he's been able to, you know, elevate Both Faces to the level it is today in terms of reaching the next level. The technical quality for both faces now is quite different.
So where can we actually see both faces to watch now in Nigeria, in Europe, internationally?
Okay, you can watch both faces on African Magic, on all the channels of African Magic in terms of the African Magic World, African Magic 1, 154, African Movie 1. I don't know how to pronounce the different stations, but under African Magic, there are about 5 stations. Both faces is being broadcast there. You can watch both faces on My TV. It's also a satellite TV station as well. And then you can watch both faces on the syndicated stations in Nigeria. Then both faces is on Ben TV. It's on Vox Africa as well, and about to launch into it's about to be launched into Nollywood movies in England as well.
All right, okay. You and I, we've been watching both faces all over in diaspora, and sometimes we look at Ben TV and we say, oh, we didn't see both faces today. It is still there. It is still there. It's even gone worldwide now. Mnet, DSTV, local stations in Nigeria, local stations, community stations in Europe and America. It is still there, and we'll be keeping you informed on where you can get both faces. If you are not getting it from one TV station, you will definitely get it from another. Well, let's come to Mercy Johnson, Odianosen Okojie, and her daughter Purity. What do you wish them?
Oh my God. I wish them what they wish themselves. I wish them the best of everything, Best of luck in everything they do. All the goodness from God, God's protection, God's provision, God's guidance, God's deliverance, and God's everything upon their lives. The Odianosen Okojie and Mercy Okojie, they're like family to me, We've known ourselves for ages, and they're wonderful people. I pray that God will continue to elevate them, guide them, bless them in whatever their heart desires are. In Jesus' name.
All right. Yeah. Godfather.
That's a huge title. Well, in follow-up to what Trisha just said, Mercy and Odie, they're a family personally I'm interested in because of when the big storm came before the wedding. I recall I visited them and I gave them a bit of, not too elderly, but some advice. And I'm happy to be here today celebrating with them. It's very important, not just to me, but to my family, that God has blessed them with a lovely baby, Purity. And all we can say as a couple is Purity will grow up to purify all the evil-minded haters that have tried to destroy this wonderful family. So I just want to say congratulations to Mercy, to Odie, and to Purity. God has done it for you guys. Enjoy it. It doesn't matter what the people say out there, because it's a sad thing from this part of the world. People spend more time thinking of evil than loving one another. So all the best. Stay strong in the Lord, and God will increase you from 3 to as much as you want for your family.
All right. Thank you so much, Trisha, and the Godfather, the husband. I call you the Godfather because Trisha happens to be from my place. And when we see the husbands of our sisters, we hold them in high regards.
I'm very honored.
We give them the respect, So I think that's who you are.